Hi guys! The true, false, not given question is one of the most difficult questions in the IELTS reading. It's similar to the yes, no, not given. The difference is that the yes, no, not given asks whether a statement agrees with the opinion of the writer. The true, false, not given asks whether a statement agrees with factual information in the passage. We're going to make it easier for you by showing you what the true, false, not given question type looks like, what it means, as well as an example of each one. First, this is what it looks like. The true, false, not given question looks like this. At the top, you have a question. Does the information in the statement match the information in the passage? Then you have your instructions. On your answer sheet, write. Then you have three possible answers. True, if the statement agrees with the information. False, if the statement contradicts the information. And not given, if there is no information on this statement. Then the question is followed by a number of statements. What does true, false, or not given mean? One of the biggest causes of confusion about this question type is what true, false, or not given means. The question tells you to write true if the statement agrees with the information. That means the statement says the same thing as the passage, but in a different way. For example, the statement says Mozart composed 600 works. The passage says Mozart created over 500 musical compositions. Do these two sentences say the same thing? Yes, 600 is more than 500. So the answer would be considered true. The question tells you to write false if the statement contradicts the information in the passage. That means the statement says something directly opposite to what's in the passage. For example, the statement says Mozart began writing music when he was 7 years old. But the passage says Mozart began composing at the age of 5. Do these two sentences say the same thing? No, 7 and 5 are not the same, so this would be considered false. The question asks you to write not given if there is no information on this statement. That means that you can't find anything in the passage that refers to the statement. For example, the statement says Mozart is the most famous musician in history. The passage says Mozart had an important influence on composers of later generations. Ever since the surge in his reputation after his death, studying his scores has been a standard part of classical musicians' training. Is there any information on this statement? No, the passage does not refer to this. It says he was influential, but not that he was the most famous. So this would be considered not given. Let's look at some examples. Does the information in the statement match the information in the passage? On your answer sheet, write true, false, or not given. 1. Read the statement and the passage and answer true, false, or not given. Does the statement agree with the information? Does it say the same thing in a different way? Yes. The statement says that rock and roll comes from a variety of musical styles. The passage says that rock and roll originated from, and then lists a variety of musical styles. So the answer is true. 2. Read the statement and the passage and answer true, false, or not given. Does the statement agree with the information? Does it say the same thing in a different way? No. The statement says, guitar was used in rock and roll from the 1940s. The passage says, guitars supplemented or took over the piano and saxophone in the 1950s, not the 1940s. So the answer is false. 3. Read the statement in the passage and answer true, false, or not given. Is there any information on this statement? No. The statement says rock and roll went on to influence many different musical styles. The passage says rock and roll influenced fashion, lifestyle, and language. It doesn't say anything about influencing other musical styles. Therefore, the answer is not given. You need to take care. You should forget everything you know and just focus on what's in the passage. Although rock and roll has indeed influenced many different musical styles, this is not actually said in the passage. So, although factually true, the answer would still be not given. By now, you should be able to identify if a statement is true, false, or not given. So now, watch our methods lessons and webinar on this question type to learn the strategies and reading skills you need to answer it effectively. Then you can practice with the simulation exercises on our website. Thanks for watching.